a lot about being a freelance journalist, but I don't actually share a lot of the articles that I've written, and I write a lot pretty consistently. So I'm just going to start sharing some of them so that way you guys can see what it's like and what it is that I do. Mind you, there's a bunch of ways to be a freelance writer, but as somebody that loves eating, drinking, and traveling, I have become a food, beverage, and travel journalist. And there's a whole bunch of ways to make your niche when it comes to that, but I just want to show some of the ways that I get to express this in my job. So for example, I had the opportunity to fly to South Africa, more specifically Cape Town, and go to the Ajabu Festival, which right up here, South Africa is home to the continent's premier international spirits event, the Ajabu Cocktail and Spirits Festival. I got to write this piece for Essence magazine. And here's a little bit about what was going on behind the scenes. And just in case anybody wants to, that's my name. That's my name right there. And that's my picture. That's my picture in Essence. So I'm just going to keep this picture up because these are two of my favorite ladies that were there. So these two people, this is Mo, who is the lead bartender, and this is Annette, an award-winning bartender. Both of them work for Hero Bar in Kenya, and they are, fingers crossed, I'm going to be able to meet them in Nairobi relatively soon. But they both work for Hero Bar, and they were able to come and show not just their expertise, but also bring the flavors of Kenya and fuse them with the ingredients of South Africa. And people did this from all over the world. So from Asia, from the Caribbean islands, from Latin America, from North America, it was such an international blending. But the one thing that everybody had in common, all the cocktails that they were making, is that they had to be based in South African ingredients. I was obsessed, and I got to talk about, within this Essence article anyway, I got to talk about all of the different things that they had going on. They had a bartender speed dating round, which it's a whole thing that it would take a whole other video to get into. There were talkbacks and conversations. So regardless of if you were a journalist or if you wanted to become a bartender, if you owned a bar, there were networking opportunities. There were info sessions. There were pop-ups all over town. So you would just see, it was a vibe. It was an absolute vibe. And these are some of the things that you get to participate in when you become a freelance journalist, depending on the kind of niche that you want to enter into. Every night and every bar had a new menu for every day of this event. It was amazing. So if you're curious about becoming a freelance writer, whether that's food, beverage, or travel, or any other niche of your interest, I have a freelance writing masterclass that I have officially launched that teaches you how to start and launch your career into freelance writing. The information for all of that will be in the description below. All right, see you soon.